Ever wondered what makes her heart race and sends shivers down her spine? It's not about where you touch, it's about how you do it. The art of intimacy isn't just about the physical act. It's about creating an emotional connection, building trust, and understanding one another on a deeper level. And while the general idea of touch is often simplified, it's actually quite complex when you dive deeper into what truly matters for her. There's this common misconception that intimacy is all about specific moves or the classic go-to areas, but that's only a small part of the equation. What really makes her feel desired, loved, and emotionally secure is understanding the hidden spots, those secret places that, when touched the right way, create lasting sparks. And no, these spots aren't just physical, they're emotional, psychological, and deeply connected to her comfort and sense of safety. In this video, we're diving into 7 secret spots that most women adore but rarely talk about. These are the areas that can help build a stronger bond, not just physically but emotionally. Stick around, and you'll discover how these little touches can work wonders in creating a deeper connection with your partner, whether you're building a long-term relationship or seeking a deeper level of intimacy. Get ready to learn how paying attention to these spots can truly transform the way you connect. When it comes to physical touch, there's more going on than meets the eye. It's not just about the act itself. It's about what happens inside her when you touch her. The psychology behind physical touch is incredibly powerful. Touch triggers the release of oxytocin, often referred to as the bonding hormone. This hormone is key to building trust, creating a sense of security, and deepening emotional intimacy between partners. When you touch her in ways that feel comforting, loving, and attuned to her needs, you're building a stronger connection. But the magic of touch doesn't stop at oxytocin. It's about understanding the subtle cues that tell you how and where she likes to be touched. Every woman has unique preferences. Some may love a gentle touch on her hand, while others may find a slight caress on her back electrifying. It's all about paying attention, reading her body language, and knowing that your touch can speak volumes more than words ever could. It's not just about romantic touch. It's about showing that you care enough to listen, observe, and respond to what she needs. When you get these details right, you're not just enhancing physical intimacy. You're creating a space where she feels seen, heard, and cherished. It's about offering an experience that is not only unforgettable but emotionally enriching. When it comes to intimacy, one of the most overlooked yet deeply connecting gestures is holding hands. At first glance, it may seem like a simple, innocent act, but there's more power in it than most people realize. Holding her hand creates a connection that goes beyond the physical touch. It's a way of saying, "I'm here for you." When you grasp her hand, you're offering comfort, security, and a sense of presence. It's a simple but profound gesture that can anchor a moment and strengthen the bond between you both. But let's dive deeper. It's not just about holding hands. It's about how you do it. For example, running your fingers softly over her palm or gently tracing the lines of her fingers can be incredibly intimate. These small touches tap into the body's sensory experience, offering a subtle but powerful way to connect. This can be especially effective during moments of calm, such as when you're sitting together or taking a walk. Such gestures are often overlooked, but they can evoke an intense emotional response, making her feel loved, cared for, and cherished. In situations like these, the power lies in the intention. Hold her hand firmly when you want to offer reassurance, or lightly when you want to show affection. In a crowded or social setting, giving her hand a gentle squeeze or running your fingers across her knuckles can be a private and tender way of reminding her that you're there, paying attention, and making her feel special. The neck is one of the most sensitive areas on the body, and yet, it's often overlooked when it comes to intimacy. Why? Because many people associate the neck with romantic or sexual attraction, but it's also deeply linked to vulnerability and trust. A gentle touch on her neck can invoke a sense of safety and warmth, making her feel more connected to you on an emotional level. The key to touching her neck is subtlety. A soft, light touch or a gentle kiss near her neck can elicit an incredibly positive response, especially if it's done in a non-sexual context, creating a sense of intimacy without the pressure. Think about moments when you're cuddling together, watching a movie, or lying in bed. Those are the perfect opportunities to softly graze her neck with your fingertips or leave a tender kiss just below her ear. The neck is a spot that can be both deeply romantic and wonderfully intimate when touched correctly. For example, try softly brushing the back of her neck with your fingertips as if you're tracing the shape of her spine. Or, in a quiet, private moment, lean in and kiss just below her ear, a spot many women find both soothing and exciting. The goal is to create a moment where you express affection and care without overwhelming her, allowing her to feel relaxed and deeply connected. The lower back is another underrated area that combines comfort with attraction. It's a place where physical touch can easily transition from a simple gesture to something that feels intimate and sensual. A gentle touch on her lower back can bring a sense of security, as it's a natural spot for supporting someone physically. Whether it's a light, reassuring hand resting on her lower back while walking, or guiding her with a gentle touch, this area can create both emotional comfort and a sense of closeness. Think about moments when you're in social settings, perhaps at a party or walking together through a crowd. A gentle, supportive touch on her lower back can communicate care and attention, making her feel safe in your presence. Not only does it signal that you're there for her, but it also creates a subtle sense of attraction. You're showing that you care enough to provide comfort in moments where others may not notice. In more intimate settings, the lower back becomes a place where gentle caresses can spark deeper feelings of desire. You could run your hand slowly from the base of her spine upwards, tracing the curve of her back. This motion is slow and deliberate, signaling a romantic gesture that is both intimate and deeply comforting. The combination of touch and support makes the lower back an ideal spot to balance emotional connection with physical attraction. The ears are often one of the most underestimated spots when it comes to intimacy. People tend to focus on the more obvious areas, but the ears, especially the area around them, can be incredibly sensitive and responsive to touch. Whispering softly in her ear, lightly brushing against it, or even giving it a gentle kiss can create an intimate atmosphere and trigger emotional responses that deepen your connection. Why are ears so special in this regard? The ears are tied to trust, vulnerability, and communication. When you whisper something sweet or encouraging in her ear, it's a personal, private act that makes her feel like she's the only one in the room. It's not just about what you say, but the fact that you're sharing a moment of closeness with her. A tender kiss on her earlobe or behind the ear can feel incredibly romantic, soft, and reassuring. One simple yet powerful gesture is to lightly trace the outside of her ear with your fingertips. This gentle touch can evoke feelings of relaxation and closeness. During quiet moments, like when you're watching a movie or sharing a peaceful conversation, try leaning in and whispering sweet words to her, or giving her ear a soft kiss. These actions aren't about rushing intimacy. They're about creating a space for trust and affection to grow. Another secret spot is her hair and scalp, often overlooked but incredibly effective when touched the right way. The act of gently running your fingers through her hair can be both soothing and sensual. The scalp, in particular, is highly sensitive, with numerous nerve endings that respond positively to touch. This makes it one of the most relaxing, yet intimate, areas to engage with. But when is the right time to use this technique? It's important to choose moments where she's feeling relaxed, comfortable, and open to receiving this type of touch. For example, after a stressful day, offering to massage her scalp or gently combing your fingers through her hair can be deeply comforting. It's an act of care, of taking time to nurture her, which can be just as sensual as more overt forms of intimacy. When touching her scalp, focus on being slow and gentle, applying just the right amount of pressure. A good method is to start at the back of her neck and move upward toward the top of her head, massaging as you go. If she's resting, you can also run your fingers lightly through her hair, as though you're smoothing it out. This kind of touch is about building a soothing, nurturing moment that helps her unwind, while also deepening your emotional connection. Feet are another area that holds cultural and psychological significance when it comes to intimacy. Many cultures around the world place great importance on the feet, associating them with grounding, relaxation, and even sensuality. Giving her feet a massage isn't just about physical pleasure. It's about offering her a moment of care, relaxation, and attention. A foot massage can be incredibly soothing, especially after a long day. The feet hold numerous pressure points, and massaging them can trigger physical and emotional benefits. The act of gently massaging her feet shows that you're paying attention to her well-being, and it's an intimate way to offer comfort without overwhelming her. Simple techniques like using your thumbs to apply gentle pressure to the soles, or massaging each toe individually, can be incredibly pleasurable for her. One great technique is to ask if she'd like a foot massage when she's had a long day. Focus on creating a calm, intimate environment, perhaps with soft lighting or relaxing music, and then work your way up her feet slowly. Don't rush through the process. Take your time and let her feel the care you're putting into the experience. A foot massage is not just relaxing. It can also make her feel cherished and deeply cared for. The inner wrists are one of the most delicate and sensitive areas of the body, making them ideal for intimate touches. This area is often associated with heightened sensitivity due to the thinner skin and proximity to blood vessels, making it an excellent spot to add a personal, gentle touch. When you lightly kiss or trace your fingers along her inner wrist, you're sending a signal of affection and attention. To incorporate this touch into your daily interactions, consider moments when you're holding hands, sitting side by side, or engaging in relaxed activities. Gently running your fingers over her inner wrists, or even pressing a soft kiss on this spot, can be incredibly intimate without being overly intense. These small gestures speak volumes, showing your affection in a way that feels natural and effortless. One way to make this touch more meaningful is by combining it with moments of deeper connection. For instance, when you're talking to her about something personal or intimate, lightly brushing her inner wrist can communicate care and closeness. You don't need to make a big gesture out of it. Simply touch this spot gently, with intention, and let the moment linger for a bit. This creates a subtle, powerful bond that deepens your emotional connection. Each of these final spots offers a unique opportunity to connect with her in a meaningful way. Whether it's through a gentle touch on her inner wrists, a soothing foot massage, a soft whisper in her ear, or running your fingers through her hair, these secret spots are not just about physical intimacy. They're about creating a space for emotional connection and trust. By using these techniques thoughtfully and attentively, you'll be able to build a deeper, more fulfilling relationship with her, one touch at a time. When it comes to touch, the key is always to ensure she feels comfortable, respected, and valued. Reading her body language is essential for gauging whether your touch is being received well. Look for subtle signs, such as leaning into you, relaxed posture, or softening of her expression. If she pulls away or stiffens up, it may indicate discomfort. It's crucial to be aware of these cues and adjust accordingly. Equally important is communication. Always ask if she's okay with the touch. Consent is a fundamental part of any relationship, and it's essential to make her feel safe and in control of the situation. A simple "is this okay?" or "how does this feel?" can make a world of difference. Remember, intimacy is built on trust and mutual understanding, and ensuring she feels comfortable makes the experience more meaningful and enjoyable for both of you. Lastly, it's important to keep touch respectful and meaningful. The goal isn't to fulfill any expectation, but to create a genuine connection. Whether it's a light touch on her hand or a kiss on her neck, your focus should always be on deepening the emotional bond rather than meeting any preconceived notions of what intimacy should look like. When you approach touch with respect and mindfulness, the connection you build will be much stronger and more lasting. In this video, we explored 7 secret spots where women love to be touched, each offering a unique opportunity to create intimacy, trust, and connection. From her hands to her inner wrists, the power of touch lies not in the intensity but in the attention and care you give to each moment. By being mindful of her comfort, respecting boundaries, and communicating openly, you can make every touch count, creating moments that are not only physically connecting but emotionally enriching. The art of touch is about understanding her cues, expressing affection, and building a deeper bond through small, thoughtful gestures. Remember, touch is a language. When you learn to speak it fluently, the connection you create will be truly magical. It's not just about the physical action. It's about the love, trust, and care you put into each touch. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and comment below. Let me know which of these secret spots resonated with you and how you plan to incorporate them into your connection.